Hello, hello. Amira Alvarez here, founder and CEO of The Unstoppable Woman. Okay, let's talk about avoidance. I have been thinking about this. It's been on my mind for a while. When people avoid things, what does it mean? And what does it say about your success? And how is avoidance different, say, than procrastination? So I'm going to say procrastination is putting something off, delaying it, saying, I'll do that later. But at some point, there's some deadline and you get into gear and you go for it, okay? And you get it done. And maybe you believe that, oh, my phone is ringing in the background. Maybe you believe that procrastination is really the time you need to take to percolate on something, to let the ideas and the creative juices start working. And that might be fine. But there is something that you know you need to do that you're putting off. Okay. And there's an element of avoidance to that for sure. But there are things that you are fundamentally avoiding in your life, like you just don't even want to look at. And that's what I'm talking about. So let's say you are avoiding. Okay, here are a few simple examples of places where I think people avoid. They avoid looking at their numbers. Okay, this is a big one that I'm talking to people about. I'm really into metrics and having the data for my clients to see what is actually going on in their lives and business. I don't care what you're trying to achieve. If you're not tracking it, you are very likely going to check out and go fogged out on whether it's happening for you, or think that it's really working when it's not, or think that it's not working at all when it is. So we go in both directions, okay? Either way, it keeps you from achieving your success. So you want to look at your numbers, and yet a lot of people avoid that. And they avoid it in a very rational, practical way, like I don't have time for that, or it's too challenging, or I don't want to create a spreadsheet, or they forget to check in on their spreadsheet, so they avoid that. And the way you do one thing is the way you do everything. So look at this. Are you avoiding? Let's think of some other examples of places where you might be avoiding. You might be avoiding returning phone calls. You might be avoiding, you know what? Here's a great example. I used to do this all the time, raising my hand, not proud of this. I used to avoid listening to my voicemail. I just could not stand it. And thank God my cell phone has that voice to text thing, because now I can just read it and I'm like, oh, okay, great, easy peasy. But I used to avoid that all the time. And you have to look at this pattern. What is the avoidance telling you? What does that mean about how you're going to show up in life? If I'm not returning my voicemails, if I'm not listening to my voicemails, I don't want to be connected with people. I don't want to be seen. I don't want to go to the next level. I think life is hard. I think it's going to be challenging to deal with whatever's on my phone. That's what that's telling me. So look at where you are avoiding things. Other places where I see people avoiding things, returning emails promptly. Like, don't let that be a thing for yourself, right? Like, if you let something sit in your inbox without returning it because it makes you uncomfortable or something. It's not just, I'm going to do this at this time in my calendar. Like, I've got my things, my life planned out, but you can feel that energetic push away. You got to look at that. So responding to emails, responding to texts, responding to, let's say you have an appointment with someone and you just don't show up. What are you avoiding there? So all of these kinds of avoidance, you got to look at what it means for you. What is it actually telling you about how you are showing up in your life in truth? So if you are avoiding things, what is it that you're avoiding stepping into in your life? Because that is huge. We have to, everything. Here's the huge point here. Everything that we really want comes on the other side of the challenge, comes on the other side of pushing through our fears, our blocks, what we're avoiding. So these little examples that I'm giving you of like not showing up for an appointment that you've created, you've set up, not returning phone calls, not returning email messages, not doing what you said you were going to do and put on your calendar, all of that, okay? All of that is telling you what you are afraid of doing and moving towards, and your greatness is on the other side of that. So you have to look at what in there you are avoiding. So let's take the responding to an email or showing up to an appointment example. Oftentimes, it's not that you don't have time or any of that, but you are uncomfortable about something that's going to happen in that event, something that's you're going to be confronted with. And instead of running away from it and avoiding it, you have to move towards it. You have to show up for yourself. This is a key mechanism for success. Doing what's uncomfortable, being comfortable in the tension and stepping forward anyway, and really owning, you know what? This is causing me to feel uncomfortable. I need to figure out what that is and go do it anyway. Okay? Show up for yourself. Okay? If you are avoiding these basic things, if you are avoiding looking at your numbers, looking at the results in your life, if you're avoiding being transparent and honest with yourself, the likelihood of your success goes way down. Okay? I don't care what you're going for. I don't care if you're looking to lose weight, if you're looking to build your business, if you want to kill it in business, if you want to start a new product line, if you want a great relationship. If you are avoiding stuff that is going to cause you to grow, there's a problem there. You're not going to be successful in the way you want to be successful or do it nearly as quickly. Okay? So you have to stop avoiding things. So the tip here is when you feel yourself wanting to turn away or say no, like, I don't want to deal with that, and you're checking out, that's where you want to actually move towards it and go forward. Okay? Because your likelihood of success rises when you do the things that make you uncomfortable. Because why? It's showing you where your growth is. Your subconscious programming is telling you, no, stay the same. But your conscious mind needs to take over and help you move to where you want to go and not stay stuck in the old way. Okay? Which makes you want to avoid looking at the new way, which is going to get you what you want. Okay. That was a bit of a ramble, I have to say, but I hope it made sense. If you have a question about this, post in this thread. I'm happy to answer it. If this was all over the place and you're like, what the hell did she just say? Please ask me a question because I'm happy to help. The basic concept here is don't avoid the things that you need to do. They are the things that are going to take you to the next level and create success for you. Okay. Rock it out. Be unstoppable. Have a good one. Take care.